Hello everyone, we are here at OnStage in Hartford, Connecticut, and I'm here with Teresa Howe and my mom, Sharon McKinnon, and we are about to unbox the Make and Take box. Mom is going to show you the beautiful card. This is card number 1.
Yes. Card number 1.
Do we have card number 2? Teresa will show you. Our lovely models are going to show you card number 1 and card number 2.
Okay, here we go. Wow, a paper bag. Oh my gosh, that's the best make and take ever. Just kidding, this is our trash bag. So we have, oh, these are cute. This is the best dressed note cards and envelopes. Look at the little scallop top on the envelopes, and they've got little stripes on them. And then it looks like we've got adhesive and different ink pads in here. So these will be used on the cards. Very pretty ribbon. Very pretty. What colors do we have here? It's metallic edge. It looks like it's like a petal pink. Should be on the other side. Just like for a finger. Yeah, we're just gonna go with that. Okay. What else do we have? Can we open these? All right. So we've got some sequins. I'm gonna give these to Mom to open. She's gonna love me for that. And while she's doing that, we'll show you these cool little sparklies. These are gold, are they gold rhinestones? Oh, champagne. Champagne toast rhinestones. Oh, there we go. So these, do you have it out there, Mom? I'll just show it. So there's little sequins, but we also just learned that, let's see if I can get one.
Yeah.
Some of them are in the shape of flowers.
That little pink one there. What if I put it on the white table?
And while we're looking for those, we've got, this is the Label Me Fancy Punch. I guess here's the punch right there. And then we also have Tulip Builder Punch.
I can't get it off my finger.
And then so the Tulip Builder Punch is going to go with this new Timeless Tulip stamp set. And posies. Posies are the word today because everything is popping up posies. So pretty. Alright, now I cannot wait to play with this one.
It's up.
Oh, let me just, you cannot help but get in the video.
I have to be in. Did you see the other stamp sets
And
in
then
here?
we have
the beautiful words of peaceful moments, followed up by Forever Blossoms, which is part of the Parisian suite, Blossom Suites.
And then we've got different colored Stampin' blends that we'll be using on the Make and Take cards today, as well as adhesive stays on, some twine,
And then tools.
and a little bit of Winged Stella.
Yep.
So
We found the little cozy.
this is what we're going to be playing with today. I know you're jealous. Check back later.
This is your make and take. There is going to be a difference because this is what your envelope is going to look like in your bin. It has a different punch. You are going to be using the Label Me Lovely punch, or Label Me Fancy. I forget the name. I'm so sorry. It's one of the two. But this is the punch you're going to use. So I did do the sample so you can see exactly what it is. You're going to stamp the image of the flowers in smoky slate, and then color with petal pink, and you're going to color it with old olive. You're going to attach that to the piece of vellum. For the ribbon, you're going to need about 10 inches. And what I did was I stamped and punched out my saying, then I attached adhesive to the back and wove it back and forth on there, and then attached it with the dimensionals to the card.
This is the make and take, and a few pointers in creating this card. Make sure that you're stamping on the background of the card base. You'll stamp the sentiment on the piece of Whisper White, and you will just roughly rip with your hands, with your fingers, an edge there. The crinkle ribbon you will stamp with one of those splatter mark stamps in Pear Pizzazz, which you will find in your kits on the table when they have us make these. Then you just layer everything together, and that is your make and take for today.
One thing I want to talk to you guys about is, since this is a distinctive stamp, a lot of times people are like, oh, it's too inky, I can't get it right. Do you guys have that problem once in a while? No? You're all? Oh, yes. Oh, okay. All right, let me show you something. Hopefully it'll work today. Okay, so I have a piece of paper and just a regular ink pad. And when I ink it up, using the largest, you can even see all the wet, goopy ink on there. And it's a little bit of a hot mess at the bottom. So what I want you to do is just take your old dirty bone folder, scoot the ink to the side. Shh. Don't show Chad. Shh. So when you ink it up on the, now it's not going to probably work because I'm on TV. See, that's a little bit lighter and it's much clearer at the bottom. So just scoot away a little bit of the ink. Give it a try with your ink pads at home. You can see I did not do that before I made my make and take. Okay, so you have 3 pieces of paper in your make and take, and this is how you are going to stamp them. Make sure to stamp these starting on the left side of your paper because you're going to slide, starting on the right side of your paper because you're going to slide it through the punch that way. For this, the same thing, stamp these in the bottom corner, cut off hello into that little piece that you're going to use. Stamp in the bottom right-hand corner because you're going to punch it this way. You're going to stamp 3 stems, then angle some stems, 3 more I believe. Put the leaves on. Stamp the 3 flowers and put your linen thread. I use 25 inches. Is anybody having a heart attack when I say 25 inches of linen thread? And then use dimensionals to attach your leaves and your flowers.
Presentation. So these are your make and takes, and you're going to stamp them with the smoky slate that's in your box. But I couldn't tell that right off the bat. So that's the beginner one. And then I did it again with black, and I cut out the lipstick, shoe, and perfume. So there's the casual stamper, because they could be hand cut. And then I did not know about the delicata, and I thought I have to do something more blingy. So I did it with delicata, and we got these, and the shimmer is so perfect. Oh, and Wink of Stella. But isn't that perfect for bling and lipstick and high heels? It made sense to me. But then, between delicata and getting here, okay, no more delicata. So this one, remember embossing? This is how I got my first recruit. She saw that embossing and she's like, I have to learn how to do that. You just keep going with the embossing. But how you are going to, okay, I gotta look. So this one goes on the petal pink. So here's your make and take. Boom. The shoe goes on the purple one. Boom. And the perfume goes on the yellow one. Boom. And then you do some flowers on your envelopes. The first set I did. So how hard does that make and take? Okay, cool beans.